Jetzt kommt er ja rüber. Hatten die damals echt diese Schilder oben mit dem Stop and Go? Ist ja voll interessant, dass das bei den Ampeln da rausfährt. Was gibt es bei uns natürlich nicht.
Move in. Can't risk losing the trail. Too much slack. Gotta get closer.
Okay.
That's right, Mexico City. One-way ticket, please. Next available seat.
That would be 1 day from now. Is that okay?
It's going to have to be.
LAPD, the man who just came in here, he bought a ticket?
Yes, sir. To Mexico City, tomorrow night.
If you hear from him again, don't mention this conversation.
What have you got?
He bought a ticket from Mexico City. Tomorrow night.
That's good. But this is better.
Oh my God. It's Fabergé.
Should have seen the look on the pawnbroker's face when I told him to hand it over. The guy who owned the joint thought it was worth at least 10 large for a cigarette case. Arnett only got 600 clams.
Cool. Da ist ein Telefon da drüben.
That's the guy from the papers. Solved that big case.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Are there any messages for me?
Yes, Detective. Detectives Bukowski and Galloway request you return to the Hollywood station. They have information in the Julia Randall case.
Any luck with the arrest record check on Jimmy LeBlanc?
Yes, Detective. Jimmy LeBlanc's last arresting officer was Patrolman Fred Wallace. He's posted the Hollywood 9th Beat Sunset Boulevard between Gordon and Wilcox.
Thank you.
Officer Wallace. Sag doch mal den Officer Wallace. Wo ist der Officer Wallace?
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
It's the tobacco that
A
matters.
one-way ticket to Mexico. Old Henry's looking as guilty as a dog next to a pile of dog shit.
What's his motive?
I can think of a few, but I'd put my money south of the belt. One guy plus 2 dames always equals problems.
Medical science offers you proof positive. Bullseye.
Ach ja.
Come on, let's give him a hand.
Right behind you, Wallace. Detective Phelps.
Wallace, go left. I'm going right after this little prick in the alley.
Oh, fuck.
How long do you think you can hold out?
You're pretty brave.
Give me some goddamn cover!
Find some cover!
Thanks.
Okay.
Outstanding warrant, armed robbery. Knocked over a drugstore back there, and it looks like he brought his whole posse with him. Bad luck for them.
They're all yours now. We need some information.
Ever heard of a burglar goes by the name of Jimmy LeBlanc?
Sure. I nabbed Jimmy on a burglary beef a couple of years back. They cut through a music shop and into a jewelry store. He got 4 years. I miss his partner, though.
His partner?
Big guy. I had him cornered, and he picked up this huge display case and threw it out a plate glass window. Then he vaulted out of there like something out of Barnum and Bailey.
Got away.
I would have had him, except for LeBlanc yelling, "Run for it, Willie!"
And you think he was an acrobat of some sort?
More like a strongman, a wrestler, or a boxer, that kind of thing.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
You haven't done too badly yourself.
Willi, wer ist denn Willi jetzt bitte? Jetzt so viele Orte. Hatten wir schon mal so viele Orte im Fall? Keine Ahnung. Ey.
You know the way. You can drive.
Ja, ja.
You're suggesting LeBlanc is still working with Willie?
A strong man held down Randall while someone administered the morphine. Someone with muscle opened up LeBlanc's skull. Could be.
We caught up with Mal. He's given us the dope on LeBlanc.
He worked burglaries with a big guy. Goes by the name of Willie. He might be our killer. Can you work boxing gyms, the Y, promoters, that kind of stuff?
Since when have you started giving orders, Phelps? And where's the burglary angle? There was no sign of a...
That's where our net comes in. Next stop, we speak to Lacey about a list of recent burglaries.
The guy's a bum. His office is a front, and he's behind on the rent and his phone bill.
And he's skipping town. Tomorrow.
Let's get him in and beat it out of him.
Do you want to bring in the killer, Rusty?
You could be too smart for your own good, Phelps. We've been talking about that, haven't we, Roy? Stefan?
Finbar?
Sir, I need the contraband list. Items stolen over the last year.
Hang on, I'll dig out a copy for you. Here you go.
Thanks.
Is the cigarette case on there?
I want to make homicide. I mean, you
Na
know
klar, da
you
ist doch
made
schon
it.
das
You got
zweite
that
von oben.
It's here. Arnett must be out of his mind trying to move this while under a murder cloud.
Muss ich weitermachen? Schwarze Saphirring? Hat die Tussi getragen?
Julia Randall's ring. It's here.
Geil. Was haben wir noch gehabt? Wir haben nochmal einen Ring.
Seems Julia wasn't the first bored society girl to hide her bennies in that pillbox.
Okay, genau, das hatten wir doch. Das hatten wir nicht. Ja, auch nicht. No, no. Wir hatten aber den Perlenring.
Even the engagement ring was purloined. Arnett is a cad.
Geil. Muss ich jetzt das Everstroms Wohnsitz oder was? Wie geht's jetzt?
Those Vice boys get any on the side?
You can drive. So you and Rusty have been having discussions. Anything you would like to tell me, partner?
Phelps, don't be so touchy. Rusty had his best ever clearance rate working with you. Even if the cases he worked on can't be discussed. We were just comparing notes. You're a Booneroo case man, Phelps. One of the best I've ever seen.
Thanks.
You gotta learn to take a compliment, Phelps. Nice house.
LAPD, ma'am. Is Mrs. Eavestrom in?
She is. Would you follow me, sir?
I am Mrs. Eastrom. How may I help you?
We appear to have recovered some stolen goods that belong to you, ma'am.
Yes, of course. That terrible burglary. Would you like something to drink?
No, thank you, ma'am. We have some questions, if you don't mind.
Why would I mind, young man? If you are returning 43 pieces of my property.
Okay, before we get down to that, I'll have a scotch. Thanks, straight up.
Maria, can you get the detective a drink, please?
Can you describe to us what was stolen?
It would be easier to describe what wasn't stolen, detective. A priceless tiara that has been in the family for 50 years. A Fabergé cigarette case that was worth $25,000.
Im Wert von 5. Ja, es ist halt keine 25.000 wert, es ist halt ein bisschen weniger wert.
Why are you lying about the value of your jewelry, Mrs. Eavestrom?
Who do you think you are? Making heinous accusations in my own home.
Boah, ey, was für ein Fall. Aber Gott sei Dank gibt's alles so. Ja, genau. Mit Gold und E-Mail.
We recovered the cigarette case from a pawnbroker. No one knows the
kann.
real value of an item better than those guys.
I inflated its value for the insurance claim. There. Are you satisfied? My daughter's boyfriend was quite taken with the case. I think he was even more disappointed than I was when it was stolen.
What can you tell us about the burglary?